Today I am right here at the Bangkok Hot Rod Custom Show, and as you can see here, this is the 5th edition, the 5th year of Southeast Asia's biggest custom car and bike show. And the first good news is, for the first time, it's got aircon because it's moved to impact. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to talk you through the show, walk you through the show, show you the best custom cars, the best custom bikes in Southeast Asia. So stay tuned for that. And just before we kick into this, I would just say, if you watch this video, you want to watch a bit more of this style, then drop into the description and I'll throw you a link to last year's show. I did it in 2 parts. There was that much going on. So I'll drop you the links down to the 4th edition last year and you can catch up. Anyway, let's crack into this because you're going to be impressed by how big and how vibrant the scene is. And this is not just a Thai show or a Southeast Asia show. They have international judges from all around the world. And in fact, one of the judges is holding my camera. Kazuto is on the other side of the camera, holding it for me. He's one of the international judges. He comes from Malaysia, not too far, but they actually come from all around the world for this show. It's a big show. Let's hit into this. I'm going to start right here. We have got half a Daihatsu mini truck with a big Nissan diesel mounted on the front, and you can see the transmission is going into the cab, which is a light show, and it got 5 exhaust exits pointing straight up. Then on the back end, it just looks like they're taking the mickey. They've stuck an extra wheel on here. You can see it's all sprung up. The deck, radiator out the back. That is just completely and utterly crazy. I've never seen anything like that before in my life. That is unreal. And while we're talking of mini trucks, this one also is absolutely bang on. It's right down on there on these little alloy wheels. And I like this finish. It's been painted in this color scheme. That is crazy. I mean, 2 Daihatsus here, and they are stars of the show. It's got a red leather interior. It's got a little roof spoiler coming off here. It's got a classic scooter, Bozo style on the back with all the features you'd expect. And that seat has just been done in a completely crazy effect. Horns on the back. And even on the back of the deck, he's got a little alloy ducktail. And in fact, while I see it, there's a radiator down here. The whole deck is alloy. Now we have one of the show highlights. This Mustang here, they're going to chop the wheel arch off. This guy here with the Kevmans on the back of his shirt, that gives it away straight away. They're going to cut that off and they're going to drop a wide body, custom wide body in forged carbon that they've been building, ready for this moment. So I ducked away for a few minutes. I'm back now to see the Mustang being built. These guys are working fast. There's quite a lot of them. They've got the over fenders on, they've got the side skirts on, they've got the wheels on. These guys are ready to go. This is fast work. So as I said before, they've got a lot of international media, a lot of international judges. And one of them, my good friend Kazuto, is right here. And in fact, he is standing right here. Good to see you, man.
We're Japanese magazine, Harry Davidson magazines, Vibes. I'm here. We're here.
Hi, I'm Bom, founder of Bangkok Hot Rod Custom Show.
This classic Hilux with a real kind of patina look and a wide body. It's got a K-Series swap and that is mounted right back. And then we have one of my favorite customized cars on the scene. This pickup is just completely over the top, outrageous, but the quality is amazing. And you just look at this HKS cooler, the way it's all been painted and done. Just to do that in itself is a lot of work. This paintwork is all flecked gold with flecks in it. And you just look at this, man, that is unbelievable. The quality is amazing, the workmanship. These were the wheels I saw it on last, but now it's got a new set of wheels. And I mean the paintwork and the work that has gone into that. And in the back here, we've got a lot of suspension. It's all changed. I think some of that is off an A31. and you've got obviously all the air suspension, and you've got a fuel cell tank in the back. This is the exhaust. That is absolutely nuts. If you look inside it, it's got a whole cutaway roof and a big steel bench down the middle. The work in that is unbelievable, and he's got his daughter on the door there as well, which I like, is really cool. And in fact, he's got his daughter on the steering wheel. And in fact, the owner is here, and he matches the truck completely. And there is Compete from XO Autosport. And then we've got one here that I have never seen before at all. And man, again, the work, all that custom work that has gone on there, and the air suspension stuff. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, the size of those wheels down on air. I mean, try and see what size they are. 25. I can't even see. I think they're 25-inch wheels. You've got a super low profile, big turbo in it, and it's all been done. Absolutely everything chromed and painted. And this has won an award at the Surat show. So maybe this has come up from Surat Thani area, come up from the south. There's a few lowriders at this show, and this lowrider is absolutely unbelievable. Every bit of the body has been chromed, and you can see right into the engine, and there is just a sea of chrome. And even the chassis has been detailed with this pattern here. They've also put mirrors, so you can see that the whole of the underbody of the car has been chromed, apart from the flywheel. Under the bonnet is amazing. There are lights going on. That is one amazing Impala. And you can see here, there's been a lot of people involved in this project. This hasn't come easy or cheap. And here we have an R34 down on air, running on BBS. Look at the camber on that as well. Sneaking into the show, although it's not really a hot rod or customized, is Kumplum's Jaguar XK, the only one in Thailand. But I want to nip away from that because I cover that a lot and talk about this E21. This is just absolutely fantastic. For me, this job is perfect. The paintwork, those flecks are stunning. This car, the owner, he customizes his car, but not too much. He gets it exactly into the sweet spot, and the awards come rolling in. I'm even more surprised today because I just bumped into him, and he said he's driving down to Retro Havoc in this. 2,000 kilometers is going on the clock of this car. Man, that is really what it's about. Building a car like this and then driving the life out of it. This Hakosuka is sitting up on blocks, and the reason for that, you can see every inch underneath. We look down at the back end, you can see the diff, everything done. All the uprated suspension, the fuel lines. So this is resto mod style, it's been upgraded. The International Scout is pretty rare to find here, although there are a few around, although usually they're in pretty bad condition. This one has been customized quite neatly, and I like the way they've done this grille and the headlamp surround. Two of my favourite people on the car scene, and two people I see at every show. This is something I wouldn't really expect to see here, but boy man, is that elegant and is that beautiful. And some of the details on these classic Mercedes, they're simple, but they have nice details. And I love like this extra override. It gives it a real kind of different feel. Two rubber strips there. It kind of gives them a bit of class. This Land Rover single cab, no back on it, rough as it comes. The rear wheels, twin wheels at 45 degrees. We go round to the front. We got twin wheels at 45 degrees the other way. I have no idea what's going on, but to be honest, this is going to be pretty maneuverable. We've got a couple of white stripes down the bonnet. This look like the guys who have done it, to be honest. This looks as rough and as original as ever, and the cab looks basic. And these Land Rover never die, man. Those stickers never die either. I saw this International a few months ago. It's swapped out. The roof is dropped down, and man, just look at these wheels. That is absolutely huge, sticking out. The fitment in my book is as good as it gets. Way down the back there, we've got Brembo calipers as well. It wouldn't be a custom show if we didn't have the whole patina thing going on. This guy takes the patina book, tears it apart, rewrites it, redefines it. I have never seen a vehicle with so much rust, and it had to be a combi. I mean, the combi thing, the rust, they go together. But this guy has got it going on, and these bull bars on the front, apart from the fact they look homemade and rusted to death, he has got enough spotlights to sink a ship. In fact, he could give the Blackpool Illuminations a run for their money. This thing is rust central. This owner must have the whole "rust is not a crime" tattooed across him. That is rust every single spot off the car. And straight from one full hit patina on a combi to patina on a Beetle, and that is rotten. That is patina plus it is all rotted away on the lid here. And you can see it is cracked completely and rotted away. But I actually saw this car at Bangkok VW a few months ago, and I was blown away because I love this treatment on the back. He's completely hacked away the engine cover, giving it the full rust treatment, and inside he's got a beautifully detailed and built engine. And that's another one, don't judge a book by its cover. You can even get your hair cut in the show. This guy here has got "mad is my way of life," and I would say that applies to about 75% of the people in here. This is also very rare. Ford Econoline van, left-hand drive, very, very rare to see, and even more rare because this is the passenger carrying version with all those windows and this really odd little quarter light that kind of fitted with the front window style. Look at this BMW style build here, kind of off-road style, all chrome complete. The BMW badge here, man, that is different. So I've got to get away from cars for a minute and hit the bike section because this is a custom show and the bikes really come first, although I kind of hit the cars first because that's the kind of things I know. I don't really know much about bikes, but man, there is just some amazing custom bikes here and such an amazing variety of bikes. And when I say that, what can you say to that? I don't know what to say to this at all. That is the biggest tyre, whole style with guns on it. I need to come back and digest that in a minute, but I'm just walking around talking about the bike section. The chrome here is unbelievable. The finish, the paint, the work, this classic Ducati racer, beautiful. More Ducatis, man, and just everything. There's so much different style. I like this as well. Dong Custom Cycles, that is very squared off, very nicely done. Nice set of Brembos on it. Man, everything is going on here. There is so much variety, so much custom bikes, and the scene in Thailand is amazing. The garages that specialize in custom bikes, the quality and the workmanship is just absolutely off the scale, and the originality. And I love this here with this finish here and this light down the side here and all that chrome. And this next one here, the way this body has been done, kind of one piece and green, and this paint finish here, this like mottled finish, this big chain running through here, and the snake's head coming off what looks like where he kicks it. Beautiful, like Chinese. It feels like a porcelain finish on that. Absolutely amazing. And here we have a bike, a chopper bike with the whole tiger thing going on in the paint, the tiger on the seat, and we've got a tiger's tail coming off the back, and a stack load of chrome. All these details are amazing. This three-wheeler, man, what can you say? It's got like Batman style wings and covers over here. That is huge, those tires. He's going to tip over in a hurry. Man, the work and the quality is just unbelievable. And I'm just going to go over here and look at this one as well, because this has got quite a colourful paint finish going on. But that is very neat, artistic. I like that. That is beautifully done. There is a lot to digest in this. Jom on pink chocker, 1978 Harley Davidson. Man, that is really nice. One thing you can say about the custom bike community, they have a sense of humour. This guy has got the biggest collection of chickens, big bath ducks and little bath ducks I have ever seen together, and I have never seen something like this at a bike show. He's got the chickens, he's got the bath ducks all over his bike and all over the floor. I have no idea the significance, but in my book that is pretty cool. This is a very rare classic Gilera, and you can see from the back wheel and you can see from the front wheel, this bike has the swing arms both on the left hand side. It looks so clean, like a car. Then we actually have an area of RWBs, 5 RWB Porsches sitting together. And I guess, being Thailand where the RWB scene is really big, there's more than 24 cars here. This is Porsche customization to a T. So it's kind of logical that that scene has found its way into the Bangkok Hot Rod and Custom Show. Here we have a 964 Targa, and we have another Targa here as well. Then we have Ooze 993 Cinderella, crazy full-on mental build. And then we have a couple more 964 RWBs on the end here. This one in a real kind of nice camouflage green. And this one here again with those cool round lights, but you can see there's a turbo squeezed in, hanging down there. These RWBs, like I say, the scene is big here. There's some cool cars. So it's a great fit that these have found their way into the show. This 1960 Impala won Best of Show in 2022. I remember it. The whole light show going on, all the movement. This thing is unbelievable. You can see why it won, and you can see there's a stack of trophies it's won, not just in Thailand as well. But I mean, this car is just unbelievable. The customization and the work that has gone into that, every detail, every angle is absolutely covered. That is just amazing. Going cruising in that, left hook of course, would be something else. And then it starts dancing. This looks like a pretty nice Sirocco. Nothing too special here, but obviously it's been repainted in this metallic sort of grey colour with a lot of colours going on in it, a lot of flex going on, looks good. Got a Zender rubber spoiler on it, BBS wheels. But then we see some interesting stuff here. And firstly, we've got this roll roof with this like red top to it, custom done. And inside it got a really nice brown leather interior. But if we go round the front, he's whipped the bonnet off, and you can see why, because we've got a completely custom job here. This W123, it's nothing new to be honest. Mania Garage did this a few years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. And I wasn't quite sure about it when I first saw it, but all the things he's added onto it and built up. Now the car for me is absolutely in the sweet spot. And since I last saw it, and that was just last month ago at Cars and Coffee Korat, it's actually gained this pink stripe, the pink on top of the windscreen, and a few more decals as well. So kind of this is a really organic car. He's been building it and tweaking it and swapping it around. Some familiar cars right here. Infinite Motorsports 997 convertible with the crazy Liberty Walk kit on it. Their Cayman with the old and new kit, which I really like. I think that really does transform it and give it the whole old classic kind of 935 style crazy kit. And I mean, this wide body is absolutely amazing. And these rotiform spinners on it as well, they look absolutely bang on. The whole rear wing is really kind of Liberty Walk, RWB style. Then we've got their BMW convertible wide body Liberty Walk kit on here. This Chad's E30. And then we've got one of my favorite cars as well, this DTM replica style Mercedes. This is probably the biggest engine at the show. This is Siam Prototype's top fuel dragster with a Hemi 526 engine, big massive V8, and look at that drive belt on the front there. The last time I actually saw this was at Souped Up, and straight from one dragster to another, a totally different kind. This R32 is also in action on the quarter mile at Souped Up. And then two EGs, both turbo, Cummins build here, but this one is quite new and I really like this as well. All this forged carbon, part project done by Kev Mans. Man, that is really distinct. I like this. This came up to Cars and Coffee in Korat and it looked absolutely amazing. And I like where you got this carbon frame on the bonnet and then the whole centre is all perspex. And here's some people you expect to find at a car show. I just got to show you the back end of this EG because that's the killer point of this build really. It's got a big custom tailgate spoiler in carbon, yeah. But look at these lights here. It's got one long thin red light in here. So all the EG's original lights have gone and all this piece of bodywork has been custom made with this single red brake light down there. This corner, they call it the custom corner. Pretty original that. Anyway, we've got a 64 Impala here, beautifully restored. If I can just lean over and show you in there, man, that looks absolutely amazing. Then you've got a very rare Series 3 Defender short wheelbase that's also been restored pretty beautifully. Here we have a Mini that actually looks pretty original. There's some details like this alloy filler cap. This has been done by Dr. Garage. Looks absolutely beautiful, although the interior has been completely customized. It's got these leather bucket style seats, Nardi wooden steering wheel. Looks really nice. I like this white band over here, the Union Jack in here, restored by Dr. Garage. Then we have the Street Warrior, the most mental SW20 you are ever going to meet in your entire life, full stop. Here we have an RX-7 FC, and again that looks really nice. And then we have two Mustangs here, and this grey fastback, man, what can you say? That is absolutely nuts. I love the bonnet pins, the Shelby, the spotlights. That is completely crazy. That is full on muscle. But in fact, to be honest, this red Mustang here with a red leather interior and all that chrome work and left hook, it's kind of a close call, to be honest. Two Mustangs, two completely different outlooks on life. And let's just finish in this corner, this custom corner, because here we have something super rare, a Corvair. That's rare enough, but this is a 1964 convertible, and convertibles are super rare to find in Thailand. And this got a beautiful red leather interior, contrasting with that glossy black paintwork and those silver wheel trims, and this leather hood cover as well. Customization and detailing. And you also have a few extras here. This guy here with a crazy low rider, a super low rider. He's got a dog skeleton here. He's got three skulls with the brains coming out of the top here as well. Looks absolutely amazing. And there is so much going on in this car. We've got tinsel in here. I mean, this bicycle, man, the chrome and the detail work going on here, the wrought iron, is unbelievable. It's got another bicycle in the back end and the whole pattern on the roof. Everything like that. Absolutely fantastic. And in fact, in the driver's seat, you can see we've got a skeleton who's stocked up with the Coronas and a chain link steering wheel. Man, that is absolutely beautiful. Best lowrider. I think this is one of the favorites to win that. And this pattern and this detailing, really, really nicely done. And again, this project, it looks like there's been a lot of people involved in making this happen. Here we have a Beetle, which is just an amazing quality build. I saw this at VW Bangkok at the trade market recently. The detail is fantastic. I like this tray here with this American diner style, takeaway style. So many details on this car, but I went through them all before, so I don't really want to go through them all again, although it's got a few more details on it here as well. Skis on the back end. These are classic old wooden skis, but this is pretty cool. This is a Beetle that wants to be a Porsche. It's blending between the two. It's got these carbon style bumpers in the original Beetle style, these carbon style headlamp bezels, GT3 RS down the side, bucket race style seats, the Porsche seats, the Porsche wheels as well, carbon bumper on the back, Porsche on the registration plate, whited out indicators. It wants to be a Porsche. I have never seen so many American cars at a show. I've never seen so many American cars with such high quality finishes. I've never seen so many American cars with such amazing paint finishes, and they're all left hook. There's a lot of interactivity in this show, and on this table they are painting and customizing helmets by hand, or by hand as you do. And so you can see it all the way down this table. They are creating unique and individual helmets. I've just bumped into one of my best friends from Malaysia, Kazuto. I nearly didn't recognize him because he has got a really super cool new hairstyle. And he's one of the judges, one of the international judges. So let's hear from him.
Hi, I'm Kazuto Sun from Kazuto Garage from Malaysia. So again, we was invited by Bangkok Hot Rod Custom Show to attend this event on 2024. And what we do here is we are the judge. As you can see, Kazuto Sun, Kazuto Garage. So we got 6 styles to do for judging 6 categories. It's kind of difficult to judge for this show because most of the category and the build was so good, and everybody was so good in the job. This guy also from Malaysia.
It's not just bikes and cars here. There are some amazing custom bicycles here, and some of the wrought work done on this. And if we look here around the pedals, absolutely amazing, absolute detail in the frame. It's got a beautiful finish. Got a snooker ball here, man. This is amazing as well. So we've kind of got motorbikes, we've got cars, and we've got bicycles. This bicycle is pretty amazing. It's got the chopper style handlebars, and then we've got this in here as well. So you kind of also, if you want to steer it, you've got a steering wheel. So you've got like 2 in 1, although that's low down, you'd have to balance. Then the seat is steel with all these jewels encrusted into it to give a word. And then I love this fairing on the back end and this style of like a motorbike exhaust as well. Absolutely amazing. That's it for my quick look at Bangkok Hot Rod and Custom Show 2024. This show has got bigger, it's got more going on, it's got a new environment, it's got air conditioning, and it's got people speaking so many languages here you wouldn't believe. So I think this is really nailing its place on the map, and it's got a big future. So look forward to the 6th edition, and with that, I'm out of here.
ชิ้นส่วนบางเป็นส่วนของรถที่จะ